to the best of your knowledge, was the question of the relationship between Okolea and the official functions of the governor an issue in the previous impeachment?
Yes, it was.
Was there an issue as to whether in the previous impeachment, whether the governor should commingle or conflate or mix our official functions with those of Okolea?
Sorry, come again.
Was there an issue as to whether the governor could properly mix our official duties with those of the private charity she runs?
Yes, it was an issue.
But have you placed any evidence, sir, to show the governor has been commingling our official functions with the Okolea functions and specifically diverting county resources to Okolea?
Yes, I've adduced the evidence on pages 42 of the volume 2, pages 43, pages 48, 49, 50, and 51, and also there's a video in support.
Let's go to page 42. What is that document?
There's a miscellaneous criminal application number 025 of 2023 in the matter of application for custodial orders.
Let's go to page 43 of the same volume 2. What does paragraph 3 say?
Paragraph 3 states that on the 17th day of September 2023, the governor of Meru, Honorable Bishop Kawira Mwangaza, convened Okolea meeting at Bridge International Preparatory School in Makiri area within Maua municipality.
Where is Makiri?
Makiri is in Maua, just adjacent to the deputy governor's home.
So this rally was held adjacent to the deputy governor's home?
Yes.
Do you believe it was a genuine charity that was being held at the adjacent to the deputy governor's home?
I don't believe so, because I watched the proceedings and I also saw the governor castigating the deputy governor, in fact praying that Arad can visit his family.
Saying what again?
During the rally, I watched the proceedings.
Yes.
And it was a rally convened to disparage the deputy governor, because I saw the governor praying, kneeling down and asking the congregants in the rally to pray so that Arad can visit the deputy governor's family.
Okay. Let's go to paragraph 8. Mr. Speaker will later show you why it was important to provide that context. But let's go to paragraph 8. What does paragraph 8 there say?
It states, paragraph 8, that the respondents and their group damaged several motor vehicles belonging to the county government of Meru, and for some individuals, that is registration number KEX 574V and KCB 845F, using stones and other crude weapons, and an act which culminated in a cow belonging to the governor being stolen and killed, which is prejudicial to public order and the security of the county.
We were told in the opening statement that we are misrepresenting the ownership of the motor vehicles. Is that paragraph clear that the specific motor vehicles named are private?
It is clear because it earns and for some individuals.
It earns for some individuals, and it indicates the registration plates given are for the individual vehicles, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it also indicate that several motor vehicles belonging to the county government were damaged?
Yes, it does.
Should motor vehicles belonging to the county government be present in an Okolea function, which the Senate was previously told is a private function, charity?
They shouldn't, because we have been told previously it is a private charity.
But who is the maker of this application you have produced at page 42? Who is the applicant?
The applicant is the Republic through DCI Igembe South.
It is the Republic of Kenya through the DCI.
And the name of the DCI is Kelvin Wafula, PC Kelvin Wafula, number 11-748.
Police Constable Wafula, isn't it?
Yes.
Would you, in the ordinary course of events, expect a police officer to make such allegations frivolously?
No, since they were also made in front of a competent court of law.
As a matter of fact, has that police officer sworn an affidavit in support of this allegation?
Yes, he has sworn an affidavit.
Where is that affidavit, sir?
Affidavit is on page 45, 46, and 47 of volume 2.
Again, you confirm the affidavit mentions, I believe at page 43, paragraphs 3 and 8, again, the same motor vehicles and the same allegations we read, isn't it?
Sorry?
Can you confirm that paragraphs 3 and 8 of that affidavit again mention Governor Kawira Mwangaza, and they mention them that county motor vehicles?
Yes, yes, it does.
What evidence have you placed before the Senate to show that county officials were involved in this or collaterally and in the mayhem that ensued?
I have placed before the Senate a charge sheet, 2 charge sheets, and also the pay slips for the persons who are charged to ensure that they are county employees.
So where are those documents to be found?
Page 48, 49, 50, and 51 of volume 2.
Let's confirm just 2. Who is the county official charged by the DPP at page 48?
He is called Salesio Munene Kanga Alaya Samaritan.
Have you placed the payslip to show this particular gentleman is an official of the county?
Yes, on page 50.
At page 50?
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, I now request that we play videos in support of count 2. They are brief videos, we can have them played. No, in support of count 1, sorry, Mr. Speaker. Video in support of count 1. I don't know whether we're having technical challenges. They should be having sound, Mr. Speaker.
Can the person playing the video restart and put it at maximum?
Bwana asifiwe. Kama kwa ndugu hapa twele Bwana asifiwe. Na tuelele. Tutaongelea nikiwa na tunaigua. Hiyo watasahau. Wapi hao kina mama wazee? Bado tuongezewe. Pastors wakuje hapa kwanza tuombe. Nitoe kama ng'ombe ngine kwa eteka ajili ya kwa mwako watu kwa tetea. Unaona angalia mwako wako kwa tetea. Tunaenda kwa kinyonga. Tuingie ndani neema itamwanda watu. Yule mkono juu. Back to the center. Ndawa back to the center kwa back to the center. Unaona komeni. Unaona komeni. Eno analeta na mbele. Analeta na mbele. Eko mimi warusi. Alikuwa nyumba sana baba. Ndawa back to the center kwa back to the center. Bwana asifiwe. tuko hapa tayari, tutapambana kiroho, tutapambana kisheria na hakuna uoga. Bwana asifiwe. Na ingo shokerea ile okay ya kuwa no koromo ikawera ari governor 2077 yete kuraya. Ruama na maoro yako ile. Tukutambue. Tukiomba kutambua no tukua tumira ana beto kwa maia. Hiyo ni ujinga na ni upumbavu. No ndoto kwa ya wangu wiki maia. No ndoto na bako wiki maia. Ya wangu na moko kwa maia. Kana wewe ya wangu ya maia. Tukuone kiani neke. Ile tu akotambua. Lakini hichi kimeta nyumba. Otumira tu ana to hizo zeri.
In the interest of time, Mr. Speaker, we could move to the next video if he hasn't moved.
Maybe to add, Council, the transcript of what is happening in the video is on pages 52 and 53 of volume 2.
In that video, have we seen the governor addressing the crowd there?
Yes, I've seen her.
Was the crowd initially peaceful as the governor addressed it?
Yes, it was.
Did the crowd at some point turn violent?
Yes, they turned violent.
Would you attribute the violence we have seen with the utterances that the governor made?
It can be attributed to the utterances of the governor.
Why?
Because she castigated the deputy governor and the people there. It's around the deputy governor's home, therefore the crowd turned violent after the deputy governor was attacked by the governor.
Mr. Mawere, politicians attack each other all the time. Perhaps we can't read much into that. But do you consider it normal, even within the rules of politics, for a governor to take a vilification rally right to the home, adjacent to the home of our deputy?
It's not normal, and to hand, this was after the deputy governor and come out and saying that he was mistreated, and therefore the governor had taken the rally near his home so that he can castigate him more. Therefore the crowd, that's why they turned violent and protested against the mistreatment of the deputy governor, because it was the last stroke that broke the camel's neck, if I can say.
Is the violence we have seen in that video consistent with your charge that county motor vehicles were damaged, as we have seen from the police officer?
Yes, but because we can see vehicles being stoned, and the police officer saw an affidavit that county government vehicles were destroyed during that rally, meaning they were present in the rally.
Let's go to count 2 of your impeachment motion, specifically paragraph 12A, where you accuse the governor of misrepresenting as relatives as a technical team for purposes of benchmarking cancer treatment equipment. Have you provided any evidence, sir, to show that the governor misrepresented our relatives as technical people for purposes of cancer management?
Yes, I presented the evidence in volume 2, pages 58, page 60, page 68, 76, 77, and 86. And also there are 2 videos to support the allegation.
To the best of your knowledge, sir, is there a county in the Republic of Kenya with an incidence of cancer comparable to Meru?
None, because even studies have shown that Meru has the highest incidences of cancer in the Republic of Kenya.
To the best of your knowledge, sir, is there any other place in the world with the higher incidence of cancer per square kilometer than Meru County?
From studies also, Meru has been stated to have the highest incidences of Kenya per square kilometer in the world.
So I would not be wrong to say Meru is sort of like the world headquarters, for lack of better language, when it comes to this very debilitating disease.
That is true how you have described it.
Would one expect a governor given the opportunity to deal with the disease affecting our county more than any other place in the world to send the qualified people for purposes of that cancer management equipment and setting up the cancer treatment center?
It will be unexpected.
Would you expect a governor to see this invitation to China in a county that has the leading incidence per square kilometer in the world on cancer, to see it as an opportunity for our relatives to go on safari?
It will be unexpected.
Would that be a governor who behaved like that? Would they be in gross violation of the Constitution?
Definitely, he or she will be in gross violation of the Constitution.
Would they be in breach of their oath of office?
Of course, yes.
Let's go to that page 58 that you mentioned. At paragraph 4, does the governor admit that these people we are talking about are our relatives, at least 2 of them?
Yes, she has admitted by indicating that one is a security personnel and the other one, the sister, is a personal assistant.
That letter, sorry, Madam Speaker, I've lost track. I'm a short-sighted man, that's why I was requesting for. That document you just read begins at page 57, right?
Yes, it starts at page 57.
At the top, it says it's coming from what office?
County Government of Meru, Office of the Governor.
There's a letter from the Office of the Governor.
Yes.
To whom is it addressed?
The Chief Executive Officer, Ethics and Corruption Commission, Integrity Center.
And what is the date of this letter?
26th October 2022.
So you confirm as of 26th October 2022, there were already issues about the governor's relatives and nepotism and involvement in the county.
I confirm.
Let's go to page 60. What is that document there, sir?
It's a letter addressed to the Governor of Meru, Her Excellency Kawira Mwangaza, from the Beijing League Tech Company Limited.
Who is Beijing League Tech Company Limited?
From the letter, it's a company in China that specializes in linear accelerator machines designed to treat cancer.
What does paragraph 1 of that letter say?
It says, we are delighted to invite you and your distinguished members to visit us in China for you to witness and benchmark our state-of-art linear accelerator machines designed and manufactured in China in reference to our planned cancer treatment center in Meru, Kenya.
So this company planned to set up a cancer treatment center in Meru?
Yes.
And in paragraph 2, what type of equipment do they say the governor and our distinguished team should go and benchmark?
Indicate that they will also have an opportunity to visit other medical equipment manufacturer that produces digital radiography, X-ray equipment, and mobile C-arm that they plan to manufacture and assemble in Kenya, preferably in a designated special economic zone.
Let's go to page, I believe, 76. What is that document, sir?
It's a letter from Office of the Deputy President, State Department for Devolution, addressed to the Principal Secretary from the HRM and DO1.
What is this letter requesting? What is it about?
It's about travel clearance to China.
And what does it say?
The county government of Meru has requested for clearance from its county officials to travel to China for a study tour. Beijing Lake Tech Company will meet all the expenses pertaining this trip. Then it indicates recommended for travel and also forwarded herewith please find letters on the above subject for your consideration and signature.
The letter at page 77, what is it? Where does it emanate from?
It's a letter from the Office of the County Secretary and Head of Public Service.
Addressed to who?
To the Principal Secretary, State Department of Devolution.
And who are the persons indicated as the ones to make this travel to benchmark the cancer equipment?
They are indicated as Dr. George Mungania, who is the CCM Health, Ms. Miriam K. Guantai, who is the PA to the Governor, Mr. Nefat Kenya Meme, who is the Director External Leakages, and Mr. Murangiri Kenneth, indicated as works under the Department Administration.
To the best of your knowledge, is Dr. George Mungani an oncologist?
No, he is a pharmacist.
To the best of your knowledge, were there people in the county better qualified than this person to go on this trip dealing with the problem threatening the existence of Meru County?
Yes, because the county government of Meru has employed oncologists and also radiographers.
Let's go to the next person, Miriam K. Guantai. To the best of your knowledge, does this person hold any medical qualifications?
None whatsoever.
Certificate level, any?
None whatsoever.
Diploma level?
None.
Degree level?
None.
Any other level?
None that is known.
Let's go to Nefat Kenya Meme. What are his qualifications?
When he was employed as a pharmaceutical technologist.
To the best of your knowledge, is this a person who would have any knowledge relevant to management of cancer?
None.
This is the same gentleman we saw receiving money regularly?
Yes.
And it's the same gentleman you claim is a brother-in-law to the governor?
Yes.
Let's go to Murangiri Kenneth. Does he hold any training qualifications, even informal, on the management of cancer?
None whatsoever.
Let's go to the letter, page 78. Please read, confirm to us.
Sorry, come again?
Page 78 of volume 2.
Yes.
Is this a letter from the county government of Meru?
Yes, from the Office of the County Secretary and Head of Public Service.
Addressed to who?
The Principal Secretary, State Department of Devolution.
Can you read the first paragraph?
Following the invitation of the Governor of Meru County by Beijing Lake Tech Company Limited of Beijing City, the following technical team is hereby released from 7th June to 17th June 2023 to prepare and guide on the following.
We can skip and go towards the bottom. What does it say? There is a paragraph just before the names, the line just before the name. What does it say?
The technical team is as follows, and 4 participants are listed.
These are
Dr.
the
George.
governor's sister,
Yes,
brother-in-law,
yes,
and nephew to the husband.
yes, and the brother to the governor.
It is clear in that letter the officers are described as a technical team.
It's clearly stated.
To the best of your knowledge, would these people with the qualifications you just told us, even using the most elastic sense of the phrase, be a technical team for purposes of cancer management?
They can't be.
They can't be. Mr. Speaker, I beg we play the videos 2A and 2B in support of count 2. We can play the next one so that we take the questions together. Sir, did you see the governor's relatives that you have mentioned in those 2 videos?
Yes, I can see them.
Did you see in those videos what on its face appears like highly sophisticated cancer management equipment?
Yes, I've seen one.
People of the qualifications that the governor sent on this trip, would you expect them to know what type of equipment those are and whether they are good for managing cancer?
I don't expect them to know.
As a matter of fact, sir, you yourself, with all your qualifications, would you, looking at those machines, have the capacity to advise the government of Meru whether they are good cancer management equipment?
I have no ability to do that.
To the best of your knowledge, even a lawyer like me, would he be able, even with all the books we have read, be able to form any informed opinion as to whether those are good or bad equipment for managing cancer?
I don't believe so.
Do you know any reason other than the fact that these officials are the governor's relatives, that they were the ones chosen to attend this trip?
I don't know any other reason.
12B of your impeachment motion, you accused the governor of appointing Edwin Mutuma Murangiri as CEO of Meru Youth Service and acting chief officer of the Department of Finance.
Yes.
What did you say are Edwin Mutuma's qualifications?
Edwin Mutuma Murangiri, from the records that I have, was employed as an auditor, cooperatives auditor.
Would such a person be qualified under the laws and policy documents of the Meru County government to be appointed as an acting chief officer?
According to the law, he doesn't meet the qualifications.
Why doesn't he meet the qualifications?
He was never employed or vetted and approved by the county assembly as the chief officer. Therefore, he cannot act in the capacity of a chief officer.
Does he have the qualification to be CEO of Meru Youth Service?
He doesn't have because he was not employed by the board.
Okay. But where is your evidence, sir, that this person was appointed to these offices? And I keep asking you, where is the evidence? Because we were told evidence is not counted. It is weighed. We will weigh it at the end.
The evidence is on pages 92.
Page 92?
Of volume 2, 386 to 389.
Go to page 92. Please confirm that that is an instrument from the office of the governor. What does it read at the top? Where does this document say it emanates?
Office of the governor.
Does it emanate from the office of the county secretary so that we'll be told it wasn't me?
No, but the county secretary has signed on behalf of the Excellency the governor.
Item number 2, Edwin Mutuma Murangiri. What is the nature of the appointment?
He has been moved from Meru Youth Service to Department of Finance Economic Planning to perform the functions of Chief Officer Finance, awaiting a substantive Chief Officer.
What happened to the substantive Chief Officer so that Murangiri, who is a relative of the governor, will be appointed to act?
He was arbitrarily moved after the infamous extracts that we are using to charge the governor leaked to the public.
So after the infamous extract we are relying upon leaked is when he was sacked?
He was moved to another department.
Oh, he was moved to another department?
Yes.
Let's go to page 386 to 389 that you mentioned. What is that document, sir?
It's a memo, an internal memo from the Secretary, County Public Service Board, to Her Excellency the Governor, Meru County.
And what does it address?
Submission of nomination list for candidates interviewed for the post of chief officers in the county.
What is the date of this document?
It's dated 11th November 2022.
Is Edwin Murangiri, who we have just seen being designated as acting chief officer, was he even shortlisted?
No.
For that position?
No.
As a matter of fact, did he even apply for it?
I would believe it didn't, because he didn't appear in the long list and also in the short list.
Would the reason he didn't apply be because he was not qualified in the first place?
I believe so.
But you just told us the document at page 92, you have told us the substantive chief officer was moved after the IFMIS report became public, right?
Yes.
Before this matter was escalated to impeachment, did the Assembly give the governor an opportunity to explain the payments to these people?
Yes, they were given an opportunity.
Did she submit those documents to the County Assembly? Let's go to page 31 and 30.
They declined to submit the documents on the basis that there was an audit that was ongoing.
Let's go to the letter, page 30. What is that letter?
It's a letter from the clerk of the County Assembly addressed to the CCM, Finance, Economic Planning and ICT, requesting for certified IFMIS extract statement for the executive arm of the county government of Meru for the financial year 2022-2023.
Is the county government legally and constitutionally obliged to submit such documents to enable the county assembly to exercise its oversight function?
Yes, they are obligated by the law.
They are obligated by the law.
Yes.
Did they comply with that law requiring them to submit these documents?
They declined to comply.
What reason did they give at page 31?
They give, maybe I can read.
Yes, you can read the second paragraph.
The CCM Finance states that the Public Finance Management Act under Section 164 makes provisions for the county treasury of the county government to prepare and submit to the Auditor General the annual financial statements in respect of county government in formats to be prescribed by the Accounting Standards Board. These statements shall include the services for which the appropriated money was spent, the amounts actually spent on each service, the status of each vote compared with the appropriation for the vote, a statement explaining any variations between the actual expenditure and the sums voted, and any other information specified by the county treasury. She continues to state under in the last paragraph that as at the moment, the county has prepared and submitted the financial statements to the Auditor General, and the Auditor General is in the process of auditing the financial statements which form part of our response to your request. As shown in the attached...
If we leave it there for the sake of time, were you asking for financial statements from the governor's office?
No, but the IFMIS extracts for the financial year.
So you asked for IFMIS because we had earlier on in the opening statement somebody setting our own question and answering it. Did the assembly ask for financial statements so that this document would be a valid answer?
No.
Would you therefore consider this a valid reason for the failure to submit the documents?
It's a reason that cannot hold water.
It's a reason that cannot hold water. But Mr. Mawere, if the assembly asked the governor's office to submit documents and they refuse, can someone be held to blame the assembly then for escalating the matter to impeachment?
Nobody should do that.
Let's go to count number 3 about the DG. Paragraph 14A of the impeachment motion, you accuse the governor of excluding the deputy governor from county executive committee meetings.
Yes.
Under our law and our constitution, is the deputy governor a substantive member of that executive committee?
Yes, because it is clearly stated under the law and the constitution.
As a matter of fact, would that committee be validly constituted in a situation where the DG is excluded deliberately?
It cannot.
But sir, have you produced any evidence to show that the DG was excluded from the meetings of the CEC?
Yes, in volume 2, pages 101 to 103, 226, 231, 233, 234, 235, and 236.
Pages?
101 to 103.
101.
To 103.
Let's go to the document at page 101. What type of document is that?
This is a record of the County Assembly of Meru, record of evidence taken before the Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Cohesion at the County Assembly of Meru Chambers.
Was this evidence given on oath?
Yes, it was.
As a matter of fact, on page 101, it indicates the oath was administered to the witness.
Yes, it indicates.
And who was the witness that was appearing before the county assembly?
The deputy governor.
The deputy governor.
Yes.
What are the complaints the deputy governor told the county assembly? at page 102.
The Deputy Governor complained of lack of facilitation.
Yes.
For his office.
Yes.
He also complained of failure to be invited to the Meru County Executive Committee cabinet meetings or any other official functions.
When does he say he was last invited? At the bottom of page 102.
The last invite was on 29th May 2023.
Let's go to 226. What is that document, sir?
It's a letter from the Deputy Governor to the County Secretary inquiring if there was any cabinet meeting that has been held, because the last one you attended was on 29th May 2023 when he was invited through our WhatsApp page.
On top, is that document received by the relevant officer?
It was received by the Office of the County Secretary at the end of public service on 25th August 2023.
To the best of your knowledge, did the DG receive any response to this request?
None whatsoever.
Let's go to 231. What is that document, sir?
It's a letter from the Office of the Deputy Governor addressed to the Speaker of Meru County Assembly on failure to be invited for Meru County Executive Cabinet meetings and or any other official events.
233.
A letter from the Office of the Deputy Governor addressed to His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, requesting for reconciliation.
The one at 234.
A letter from the Office of the Deputy Governor addressed to the Clerk, the Clerk of the Senate of the Republic of Kenya on failure to be invited to the Meru County Executive Cabinet meetings and or any other official functions, events, lack of facilitation and withdrawal of staff to the Office of the Deputy Governor since April 2023.
The one at 235 and 236, what are they?
Letters from the Office of the Deputy Governor addressed to the Chairperson, Council of Governors, request for reconciliation. And the one on pages 236 is still a letter from the Deputy Governor addressed to the County Secretary, following up on cabinet meetings.
You confirm from these documents, sir, the problem in Meru has been referred to the Assembly, right?
Yes, I can confirm.
It has been referred to the Council of Governors, right?
Yes.
It has been referred to the Deputy President of the Republic, right?
Yes, I confirm.
It has been referred even to the Senate, right?
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, has a solution been found even after roping in the good offices of all these agencies of the state?
There's not been any solution found to the problem.
There is no solution to the problem.
Yes.
Let's go to paragraph 14B and D about bullying, undermining and insulting and demeaning the DG through WhatsApp groups. At this point, Mr. Speaker, I would request we play a video by the governor in which the deputy is accused of chanting. It was mentioned in the opening statement. That video was played in the opening statement where the DG is seen with some rowdy youths apparently singing fairly unfortunate songs against the governor. Perhaps Mr. Mutuma can tell us the number of the video so that we move quickly.
KMV?
Yeah, I'm told it's KMV 15 from the governor's videos. KMV 15. We can pause it there, Mr. Speaker. Bwana Mawira, to the best of your knowledge, you can give us even an estimated date. It doesn't have to be an exact date.
On or about on 20th of September.
That's roughly 1 month ago, isn't it?
Yes.
The governor's defense to the count 14B and D and C is that this procession is the one that triggered the nasty WhatsApp groups messages that we're about to go through. Is that correct?
No, that is a misrepresentation of the sequence of events.
It's a misrepresentation of the sequence of events.
Yes.
Let's interrogate that claim that it's a misrepresentation of the sequence of events by opening page 162 of volume 2. I'm sorry, Mr. Speaker, it's page 149. My short-sightedness is not doing me much favors, but it's okay. Page 149.
Yes.
When did you say the procession occurred, the one we just saw on the video that is said to be the justification for the WhatsApp messages?
On or about the 20th of September.
On or around 20th September, barely a month ago, isn't it?
Yes.
At page 149, we start now looking at the WhatsApp messages. What is the time stamp on that WhatsApp message at page 149 at the top, and the date stamp?
It's dated May 20th, 2023 at around 18:33 hours.
Would I be correct that this, therefore, the vilification through WhatsApp groups actually occurred about 4 months before the event the governor said was the trigger?
Yes, I confirm.
The governor, in our defense, confirms this WhatsApp group as members who include county officials, correct?
Yes, she confirms.
She also confirms it has members of the public.
Yes.
She also confirms it has CECs.
Yes.
And other county officials, isn't it?
Yes, she does.
Would that diverse composition of this group require an element of discretion and discernment from a responsible governor before posting nasty messages about our deputy there?
He requires.
If the governor is posting nasty messages about the deputy governor in a platform that, by our own word, includes both county officials and members of the public, would that trigger violence of the type we saw at Mercury?
It clearly can.
Let's examine the messages themselves. At page 149, where we are, it shows, it reads, Nchamba Bede removed you. Who was removed?
The deputy governor.
Is Nchamba Bede a junior officer or a superior of the deputy governor?
A junior officer to the deputy governor.
Would you expect a junior officer in the ordinary course of events to have the temerity to remove the deputy governor from a WhatsApp group?
No, unless maybe instructed by higher powers or maybe someone who is more senior than the deputy governor.
Let's go to page 162. Before we go to 152, let's go to 155. Or rather, before we go to 162, let's go to 155. At the bottom, it shows again the deputy governor was removed from this group by who?
Honorable Mutia.
Who is Honorable Mutia?
He is a chief officer in the county government of Meru.
In a functional county government, would you expect an ordinary chief officer to have the guts to remove a whole deputy governor from the group unless acting on powers of someone above the deputy governor?
No.
What is the date stamp at the top again?
May 27, 2023.
This was again 4 months before the rally that is alleged to have triggered these nasty messages, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's go to 158. A post there by Kiambi Adheru. Who is Kiambi Adheru in the middle of the page?
The county secretary to the county government of Meru.
After the DG is removed, some sort of gossip begins between the governor and the county officials and the members of the public, and orders Kiambi Adheru tell the people in the group about this nasty gossip of the deputy governor?
He states that confidence is of essence here. There will be no point for us to converse here then in among us, send screenshots to our enemies. It will be too unethical.
Who is Kiambi Adheru saying the screenshots should not be sent to so that they can insult and gossip and chit-chat about the deputy governor freely?
The deputy governor.
At the top of that page, there is a post by the governor, right?
Yes.
What is she saying?
I've fought many and serious battles. Hiyo yao ni manyunyu. Nitawagaragaza kama kawaida.
So here is the governor announcing she will fight the DG and his people. Is this occurring before or after the event the Senate is being invited to believe was the trigger of these very unfortunate things?
Way before the event.
And there is a Diane there again replying. Who is Diane?
Diane, I believe, is a public member because I don't know what position he owns.
Let's go to 160. There is a post there by the governor herself. To the best of your knowledge, the number given there, is it the number of the governor?
Page?
160.
Oh yes, it's the governor's phone number.
What is the governor telling our junior officers in relation to our deputy governor after they have removed him from the group?
She states that CEO Mutia panga retreat ya sub-county and under the means to chome jeshi.
So the governor is recruiting what that means in our war with the deputy governor.
Yes.
Would you expect a governor familiar with the dignity expected of that office to do that?
It is not expected.
And what does this junior officer tell the governor after he's been told to mobilize the word that means to fight the deputy governor?
He states that I'm almost finalizing the plans, Excellency. Jeshi iko chonjo.
This governor who is organizing this jeshi and the governor we have seen on those videos at Makiri, did she appear to you like someone who is a humble, vulnerable victim? Some good, polite lady who is being harassed for no good cause? Is that the demeanor we saw on those videos?
I don't think so.
The deportment that we can design from these messages so far, is it the deportment of a dignified governor who is a victim of some political witch hunt? Did you see in these texts the tone, language, discernment of a dignified governor?
It isn't.
At page 162, the DG says, or rather the governor says, no, not the governor. Yes, it's the governor at the top. What does she say?
And DG mobilized fewer levy,
Please tell the Senate this is a message the governor has sent to a WhatsApp group that has junior officers, members of the public, about our own deputy governor. Can you please tell the Senate the translation of what she's saying?
The translation is on page 446 of volume 2, and maybe I can read the translation. Chief of Samutia writes, "People are with us, and I am so encouraged. Today, they used police to intimidate our jeshi. Their darkness won't and can't overcome our light." The governor responds, and DG mobilized fewer levy, which translates to, the deputy governor mobilized a few drunkards. Some people will have to find ways of defecating an avocado seed. You'll hear them.
Does this sound to you like a dignified message by a governor that, according to our Constitution and Chapter 6 laws, should bring honor and dignity, both to our office and that of the DG?
It isn't now, especially considering that this was posted in our WhatsApp group with junior officers to the deputy governor and members of the public, of course.
Again, was this message before or after the event now offered as an explanation for what triggered these very unfortunate messages?
It was way before, there around May of 2023.
4 months before.
Yeah.
Let's go to page 163. There is a post there by a junior officer called Nkanata responding to the governor's very unfortunate message. What does Nkanata say?
He states, "We few pakavona vaikone."
Again, what in your understanding was this junior officer now saying about the DG?
he is exclaiming and saying that they will suffer the consequences.
Let us go to Kabati, Kaende, Kaende, at page 165. What does the governor say in response to a junior officer called Ganata?
She states that I've fought many and serious battles, hiyo yao ni manyunyu. Nitawagaragasa kama kawaida. Just relax and watch the space and concentrate in development, Kabati, Kaende, Kaende. Back me with prayers and seeing deliverance of our Father. He has done it for me, and the promise high end is beautiful.
The governor in her defense says, quote unquote, she is the foremost peacemaker in Meru. Is this message consistent with the person who is the foremost peacemaker in Meru?
The tone and the language used doesn't depict someone who is a peacemaker.
Indeed, as is any of the messages we have so far seen consistent with the governor who in our own words, quote unquote, is the foremost peacemaker in Meru County?
They don't.
In page 166, what does Governor Mwangaza write in response to a junior officer called Kiambiatheru? Let's begin with Kiambiatheru. What does he say that the governor is responding to at the top of page 166?
Kiambiatheru states that our enemies misadvised he, very unfortunate for him, that is in reference to the deputy governor. And then the governor responds by stating, he thinks I'm the type of a person who can be scanned by a useless, childish, mannerless, mobilized group of people with threats. Kwanza nitafinya kieleweke.
Kwanza nitafinya kieleweke. Again, is this the language of a dignified, peaceful, peace-loving governor who is the victim of male chauvinism, who is a victim of Jurincheke, who is a victim? All these things she's saying, it wasn't me, I'm just a victim. Is this message consistent with such a humble, meek, and dignified governor?
It is inconsistent.
This, let's go to page 167. What does the governor say, and what does our county secretary, junior officer, Dr. Kiambiatheru say? What does the governor say that Kiambi is responding to?
The governor states that they want him to recover what? Ntochio invested heavily, kuweka jina kwa ballot paper.
And what does Kiambiatheru?
The message that Kiambiatheru is responding to is clearly captured in page 170.
Let's go to 170 where it is, okay.
From the governor, which states they want him to recover. First of all, the governor is responding to CCM Finance, one stated that very true, they are using him and when done, they will dump him. Very unfortunate. Then the governor states they want him to recover what? Tochio invested heavily. Kuweka jina kwa ballot paper is investment with CEC Finance Shwari. And gratefulness is a curse. Results coming up soon. And then Ntocho is the former deputy governor. And then the county secretary responds on page 167 by saying, I am a witness. He contributed nothing to the campaigns, zero.
Would you consider it in order for the governor to be telling civil servants and junior officers that our deputy contributed nothing, even if we were to assume it is true, for argument's sake, would that be a proper message to be sent by a governor to a forum like this?
It's not in order.
Is this consistent with our chapter 6? Is this the type of messages governors should be acquitted by the Senate so that they can continue sending them?
It isn't consistent with Chapter 6 of the Constitution.
Let's go to page 174. What is the governor telling Monica Kadono, who is a junior officer and specifically the CCM for finance?
The governor is telling the CCM finance, the deputy apewe finance CCM laughable. Omchukue 2027 wape yeye finance needs.
Let's go to 179. Let's go to 176 first. There is a post there by the governor. Can you read it to the Senate?
Awa wajinga tuwanyamazie till 2026. Mute completely, concentrate with the development. They want to divert us from our agenda and join the madness. Kama ni kunyorosha, tukamatie chini. Wapige nduru kabisa. I show you direction. Meanwhile, we are here 10 bila breaks.
Is this message consistent with the narrative of a peaceful governor who is a victim of some evil scheme to oust her out of office?
It is inconsistent.
Who are the people she was referring to as wajinga and whom she says nitawanyorosha na kuwakamatia chini?
Other leaders from the great county of Meru.
Should the governor be, for whatever reason, be sending such messages to junior officers and members of the public, even if we were to assume, for argument's sake, she has a valid grievance against other elected leaders?
She shouldn't.
Let's go to 179. What is the governor saying at the top there?
She states, I love this, mwanaume ni kazi, si kujivutavuta na kupigania tusimu tofitina. Kazi yonge mtakacha mvunguni. She leaves it at that. Then she continues to state, the Bible says, lazy people should not eat and should be denied all benefits similar to eating. Ukisikia mtu analialia ni mzembe, wachana naye akufe.
Who are the people the governor is calling lazy and who should not eat in the context of this message?
It is in reference to the deputy governor.
It is in the reference. Now, again, Mr. Mawere, let's assume for argument's sake, because human beings disagree all the time, let's assume the governor has a genuine grievance against our deputy. Should she be sending this type of message in this type of group?
It is not expected of a person of the stature